And what we do in the progressive course, we solve a lot and a lot and a lot of SBAs. So we practice all the important questions right before exam. So what is my plan? What is the plan of the med exam team and what is the plan of the med exam mentors? They work on important areas only in this course. In this course, it's not our aim to provide you everything. It's not our aim to make you teach, to make you study all the important all the points available in the books. It's our plan to work on the important areas only. And what will be the strategy which I will tell you to follow? Students will work on the weak areas. So now here we will divide our students into some categories. Okay, you have to follow this thing because it is very important. Now you will decide, like, three things are right in front of you, and I'm telling you that there are three categories of students as well. So there is a first category in which we have students who are retaking the exam. Okay, retakers, or the repeaters. Why they are retaking, I don't want to go into the details, but they are done with the exam previously and they have done the preparation in the previous attempt as well. This is the first category. What is the second category? They are preparing from like 8 to 9 months or 7 to 8 months, and they have a good command on the course, and they themselves are saying that we have covered like 50 to 70% of the course already or the syllabus already. Okay, I'm very sorry for this troublesome writing, but on with this thing I can write this way only. Now there is another category of the students who think, I don't believe this thing, but they say that they have not prepared at all. And if they have prepared, it's only 10 to 20%. And they have not covered the syllabus at all. And they don't feel confident in taking the exam. And unfortunately, the category, this third category, the number of students in this category is higher than the others. Okay. So, what I'm thinking today is to directly address to this category, the students of this category. Why? Because they are the ones who actually need help. The retakers, they already know their weak areas. They know how they failed the exam and why they are retaking the exam. The ones who are confident that they have done 50 to 70%. Dr. Mehak is saying, I know the students very well. Yes, because I spend day and night with the students, and if I'm not spending time with the students, I'm doing the chores which are related to the study. So yes. So the ones who are 50 to 70% prepared already for these 2 months, they will be only doing one thing, and that's the revision, or they will be polishing um, their knowledge. And there is another category we talked about, the third one, and I've told you that the webinar, the discussion is actually based on those students. So firstly, students, I will tell you not to consider yourself in this category, firstly. The second thing what you will do is to eliminate this concept from your brain that you are doing the things for the first time in your life. All the basics you have already done in your MBBS study time period, and now you are revising them. And for the post-graduation exam, the thing which is very much obvious and the thing which is making the exams easier than MBBS level exam, which is that you have an orientation. You have a certain syllabus to follow. You have something for which you want to study or which you have to study, and the rest of the organs of the body, you will leave them. For say, we have anatomy. We have anatomy for MRCOG-1, and we are focusing only on pelvis and the perineum because we are obstetricians and we are dealing with the surgeries of the pelvis only. We are dealing with the anomalies of the pelvis and perineum only, and somehow there is involvement of the plexus, the lumbar plexus, the sacral plexus, or some organs of the GIT, but those areas are not important than pelvis and the perineum. So it's easier to study only two sections of the anatomy than covering the whole anatomy of the whole body. Like if I am taking an exam in which I will be asked the anatomy of the whole body, that will be very difficult for me. But they are focusing on the two sections only, so it's very easy. Okay, so do one thing, do a favor to yourself that yes, I know that students, Roxana is saying I'm in category 3. I know the students are thinking that way and they believe that they cannot take the exam and they cannot clear it. So I'm, you know, forcing you to think other way and I'm pulling you out from this cage of your own thinking. Which two subjects in anatomy? Pelvis and perineum, Dr. Harim. We have to focus on the pelvis and the perineum only for MRCOG-1. Other topics, other questions are less important than these two. Okay. So what I'm saying here, that students, you have to know about your weak areas. So when I was a student in MBBS and I was reading the physiology, and that time I used to hate respiratory physiology. Why? Because when my professor was taking the lecture of respiratory physiology, I was absent, and that was the reason I couldn't study the respiratory physiology that way that I was reading GIT physiology or the physiology of the other um, parts of the body. So the respiratory physiology is my weak area. So what happened? It was the story of the first year, and then I was in my final year. I had a question from respiratory tract in the medicine, and I couldn't solve that question because that was my weak area, and I never worked on that. Okay. So in the post-graduation exam, it's not like that. If you are given 12 subjects and you think that of out of 12, I will work on the six and I will get the 50% marks, and then I will pass the exam and I can leave the 50% of the syllabus. That's not the way the post-graduation exam works. So know about the weak areas. If you know from the physiology, you are weak in respiratory physiology. If I'm the student, I will work more on that. And for the preparation of MRCOG-1, I used this strategy and it worked for me. Okay. So you also have to know about your weak areas. You can discuss your weak areas with me or the other mentors or with your friends in the study room, and then we will together work on that. So what happens every time a student say 3 hours live session is not enough for preparing the whole anatomy. Okay, I agree. It's true. In the 3 hours, you are not supposed to cover everything from the anatomy, but you can make summaries, you can revise, and you can cover all the important points of anatomy in 3 hours in a live session with a mentor. Now, you know your weak areas. So what you will do, you will read more those topics only. If I'm the person who hates to read the types of the pelvis, is because I keep on forgetting about the types and the complications related to it. It happened to me, so I'm sharing my personal experiences with you. So what happens after taking the session? I won't blame the mentor for not giving a lot of information about that topic, that certain topic, which is difficult for me only. What I will do, I will open the book and I will open some study about it, or I will just Google about it, or I will play a video about it because I know this is my weak area and I want to cover it before exam. So post graduation exam work this way. You have to know about these things, and then you will work on them only. There is another important thing, students. Let me read the chat box first. Mehwish, can you make a smart study plan for us to cover Oxford Revision Guide? Dr. Harim, I won't suggest any student to read Oxford Revision Guide. At this time, you don't have to start a new book. At this time, you have to revise what you have already done. And if you're a core student, you don't have to read the Oxford revision book at all. Why? Because the book has a lot of old and unnecessary information. You have to follow only the course material. Dr. Naz is saying, Madam, I want to know the SPA we're going to solve in progressive is from recalls, past paper, or these are separate. Okay, Dr. Naz, we have some collection of SBAs from the sources like Catherine and Kush, past MRCOG, strategy, and the similar books, and we have past papers files. Other than that, we are not supposed to, collect the SBAs. So there will be no separate thing, but we are making corrections in the questions which are given wrong in the books, and we are making corrections in the past papers as well. And we will provide only the updated and correct SBAs in the study room and on the website. So you don't have to worry that what will be left behind. Everything which will be presented to you is important. You will do this. You are already provided with the recalls on the website. And if there are some missing files, they will also be updated. Dr. Nurhan, if you are a course student, you don't have to open the books for practicing the SBAs. You have to just follow the study room and you will be getting everything there. Yes, Dr. Naz, you will be provided with all the recalls. Timings of the sessions of the progressive course. Okay, the timings will be updated within the study room also, but the session, the discussion session which we conduct daily is 9 p.m. Pakistan time. Dr. Irsa, we have a number of students in the previous batches who have cleared the exams, so they are successful examples for you that while following the study room accurately and while solving all the questions, you can clear the exam easily. But there will be one thing which I will suggest you all, that do not focus on the quantity of the questions. Okay, do not focus on the quantity of the question. If I'm giving you one SBA and that is about GDM, okay, I'm giving you an example. Dr. Irsa, you will follow the verse. I'm giving you a question and that is about GDM. And if you cover the whole topic of the GDM with that one question, that means you are eligible to cover 60 questions of the GDM. Okay, so this is how you will work during the progressive course. If you are reading one question, try to read all the information about it. And this is how you are preparing well for the exam. Dr. Harim is asking, I haven't done much preparation and have paid for July, so I would be using Oxford revision. What other sources? Dr. Harim, I have already answered. You're not a course student. Course student. Okay. Dr. Harim, okay, I understand that you have not attended the course, and I will not discourage you by saying that taking course is all you need. If you want to join, I have some very easy and flexible installments plan and very easy and flexible payments for the students of the Pakistan. But if you don't want to join, that's fine. What you have to do, read the book, and while starting every chapter, you can just text me once that I'm starting physiology. So I will tell you all the important topics of the physiology, and I will tell you which topics are not given in the Oxford as well and which are not updated. So I can help you in this way, and then you can cover the Oxford. But I will not suggest you to just open the book and just keep reading and just keep cramming, because this book has a lot of mistakes and a lot of old information. I would welcome everyone to join the course because that's the place where I can help the students very effectively. But if in any circumstances you can't join, in that case, we have a lot of help to offer. But in case you really can't join the course, I can offer some personal help also. And for that, you have to take my contact number from the team, okay? Dr. Sidra is asking, do we need to cover only physio, embryo, and endo recorded lectures till? Dr. Sidra, I'm updating the schedule in the study room, and we will talk about the study of the progressive course right now. So just wait till I reach to that slide. Where are the recalls? Okay, the recalls are the past papers. They are named they are under this folder, exam like questions. So on your website, you have exam like questions folder. And in that, you have year-wise MCQs. Dr. Naz is saying, I want to say, please post under one main heading of topic, all SPS. Okay, Dr. Naz, I can consider this request, but when you will start uh, reading from that post, there will be a lot of answers under one post and a lot of comments, and it will be very difficult for you to follow the things from one post. And it's very easy that you use this hashtag thing, hashtag physiology, and everything about the physiology will be right in front of you. I will talk to you about it. I will make you understand this technique that you can use hashtags for opening everything related to one subject. But sometimes, if the topic is short, we can do the discussion under one post only. Dr. Halim, if you are a part of the progressive course, then you have the access to the recordings of everything we are done in the regular course, and there will be a wonderful 5 days workshop as well. So if you are a part of the course, then again, you don't have to open the books, you don't have to read from the books. Yes, Dr. Naz, there will be a mini schedule. There will be a mini schedule, and that will be shared with you. And Dr. Jalil is asking for the website. Please share the link. Yes, Dr. Risa, I can repeat the name. Exam-like questions. I will show you the folder on my screen as well. Roxana is saying I didn't cover the physio and the endo. Who to cover regular course and okay, how to? I think you are asking if you are the student of the regular and the progressive course both, how to cover both of them. I will tell you. No prep at all. I've told you, doctors, that you don't have to label yourself as a category 3 students. I'm sure that no one is at the point zero. When you are postgraduate students, you already have 50% knowledge for everything, and you just have to polish that. Yes, Dr. Roxana, we are discussing this certain thing here that how to cover the syllabus in 2 months, and yes, I will guide you. Dr. Mehak is here. Welcome, Mehak. Ma'am, if we have just started preparing from regular course after a long gap added with upcoming personal compulsory commitments, will it be still wise to book July exam? Please answer in detail, please. Okay, Dr. Mehak, there is no detail in this thing which we have to give to you. There is one important thing only. There is one important rule. Okay, you had family commitments or personal life commitments, but now if you can commit to the studies, you can take the exam. But if you think that after starting preparation, you will be having similar circumstances in your life, then you don't book the exam. Because if you couldn't study in the previous months due to those commitments, and those are important, you have to prioritize them in your life, then you can skip taking July exam and you can go for January, because your life should be easy for you. This post-graduation exam is not everything in your life. So your personal commitments, you always have to prioritize them. If it's your health, if it's your family members, if it's about your kids, or if it's about you taking your national exams, then you can delay MRCOG. But if you feel that the phase, that difficult phase which you were facing is over, and now you can study for like 4 to 5 hours a day or 3 to 4 days a week, then you can take the exam. So it's always your own decision. If you are going to take the exam, then you have to be very much active in the study now, because it's only 2 months. It's the game of the 2 months. I know you can do the exam, you can clear the exam. But if you think that those family commitments, those personal commitments are similarly affecting you, then you can think twice before booking the exam. Okay, Dr. Rimsha is asking, I want to ask about minor topics like medical physics, clinical interpretation, they are necessary. Okay. First thing, Dr. Rimsha, data interpretation, I guess you were asking, clinical interpretation, it's not a minor topic. They have given like 20 questions from this one subject only. So this is not a minor thing. Secondly, the biophysics, I guess you are asking medical physics, the biophysics, this subject is also very important. So firstly, I will give you the division of these subjects, how many questions they are going to ask from these subjects. And then you will decide why we're calling these subjects minor, and then we will discuss further, okay? I will post this division into the study room. Someone has named himself Digoxin. I don't know why Digoxin, but he's saying, Assalamu alaikum, kindly share something about the aspirants who are waiting for their final year results and looking forward to pursue MRCOG in future. Jazakallah khair. Okay. Digoxin, something I have for you is that if you are going to take a MRCOG exam and you are living in Pakistan, I would say that go for taking FCPS gynecology first, and then you have to think about this MRCOG thing. So if you are taking final year exam, good luck for that. I guess exams are over, so maybe you are preparing for the vivas. Good luck for that. You are done with the very difficult phase in your life, and you are now becoming a doctor. And during your house job, I would say, if you are taking house job in gynecology, do your best, do a lot of hard work, and learn all and everything about the cases. So right now, this is the guidance from me to you. And the title of this webinar is about the students who are taking the exam in just 2 months. So we want distract ourselves from the main topic. So I welcome you in the webinar. Keep on listening, and you have some valuable tips in the few further slides also. Dr. Gayatri is here. Welcome, Gayatri. And your name is beautiful. She's saying, I'm a regular batch student, and yesterday I joined Progressive. Okay, welcome. So which materials and schedule I should stick on to now, ma'am? Okay, doctor, I'm telling you again and again, all the students, you don't have to think that you need other materials than your course. So just use the course, because why would you not? I am saying that you can pass the exam by using the course only. Why would you distract yourself, and why would you spend time on the things which are not necessary for you? Right now, you have paid for something and you have to take the benefit from that only. Dr. Nurhan is saying, so far, progressive course doesn't give access to all the core course material, even for a short time. Yes, because Dr. Nurhan, we have provided you a schedule also. Whenever you are studying in a class, whenever you are studying in a group, the group is only successful when it is following a schedule. So right now it's the time for the pre-course activities. So we have provided you the pre-course activities. When it's the time for the physiology and embryology, you will be provided with those lectures also. Okay. So relax. Whatever we have given you is important for you for this time. For this week, you should work on the pre-course thing. When you are done with that, then there will be next week, and there will be endocrinology, physiology, and embryology. And the recordings will be with you. Dr. Anamika is here. Hello, Anamika. I have already joined the regular course. Will joining the progressive will be more beneficial? One thing I want to clarify to all the students who are asking if they are a part of the regular course and if it is useful for them to join the progressive course or not. So guys, what happens in the progressive course? We are revising everything in the live sessions. We are focusing on the SBS only, and we have planned this course in a way that if someone is working and if someone is not finding enough time for the revision of the contents of the regular course, we have summarized it and we have presented in a way like 3 subjects at a time. So we have structured it this way that it will benefit you if you don't have time for reading from the contents of the regular course for revising. So for the revision, it's a successful plan. But if you think that you have got the regular course very well and you can revise everything on your own, and then you can skip it. But how successful this plan is, I will tell you, and then it's your decision that if you want to join it or not. But I would say for all the students, it's very useful, and the results we get from the students who have taken this, revision plan also with the regular course, they get higher scores. I can tell you this thing. Okay, Dr. Sidra, we will also discuss this thing that firstly we have to discuss after joining the progress course what will happen. And then I will also guide you that if you are not joining, and I have told you that there are some very easy and flexible installment plans for the payments. And there are some very good discount offers for the students of Pakistan and also the other countries. So firstly, I would say that if you can join, it will be really good because in the study room, all the mentors are very, very actively helping the students. But if you think that you can study on your own, then it's not a compulsory thing. I'm not discouraging you that you cannot clear the exam without attending a course. So in that way, we will discuss how to proceed. Dr. Hareen is there, and she's saying, ma'am, as the pathology MCQs weightage is more, changes can occur in schedule. Mm, Dr. Harim, how can you say that weightage is more in pathology and not for the other subjects? They don't give any information about the weightage. If you're saying that if you solve a pathology question correctly, they give you more marks than the physiology, it's not clear. The information is not given anywhere, so you don't have to think that way. You have to spend equal time on the pathology and the anatomy because they are asking like a major number of questions from the major subjects. Okay, Dr. Zeni, I guess the eligibility and registration, it's also a long topic. We already have done a lot of webinars on them and we can share the recording of those webinars with you. Team can also guide you about these. So I would stick to the topic of the today's webinar. We are actually not talking about eligibility or the booking. I can provide you this information, but right now we are discussing that how to cover the syllabus. Dr. Fatma is asking if we revise all things you taught in regular session at SPS, would it be enough? Yes, Dr. Fatma, but revising things will, you know, take a good dedication and a lot of effort. You have to spend a lot of time on the study. And if you think that just reading the slides and only just attending the session is enough, like you are attending the session, then you forget everything about it and you don't revise it, then it won't work. So, Dr. Harim, what I have got from your question is that you are asking that you want to study for the pathology more than other subjects. Is that what you are asking? You can open the mic and you can talk to me so that I can understand this thing. Okay, so let's talk about a few more important things. These are frequently asked questions from the students, and they ask if is MRCOG a difficult exam? What makes an exam difficult? How can you tell me? Like if I'm saying an exam is difficult for me, why? What can be the reason of this difficulty? Can you tell me?
Lack of knowledge.
Lack of knowledge, okay. And
Lack of preparation.
lack of preparation, very good. And
Unclear question.
the first question is MRCOG a difficult exam? So I'm asking to the students that why an exam becomes difficult for you? There is another very important thing. There is another very important thing, and that is the planning. Okay. If you do not have a good plan at your end, you can fail an exam with a good preparation. Okay. What can be the second thing? The second thing is that not having enough knowledge about the syllabus. Dr. Lishba, you are very right. Difficulty depends on your preparation. Very good. Fatma Hayat has raised a very important point and she is saying retaining so much. And in other words, she might be saying that over preparation for an exam. It can also be a reason the exam is difficult for you. Dr. Mehak is saying, unable to memorize and retain vast knowledge for me. Okay. Lishpa is saying we have no orientation. Yes, good. Brenda is saying already studied, but when trial of SBA still can't answer. Brenda, we can fix this thing. Lack of revision, Suraya Banu, good. Lack of proper guidance, Seher is saying. Dr. Jaydeep is asking about the book. Okay, once we finish this point, I can guide you about the book as well. So, we focused on two things. Like when exam is difficult for you, lack of planning. Oh my God, this writing is very bad. So we will only write P of the planning. So lack of the planning and less knowledge for the syllabus. Okay. So if I'm here and I'm saying, okay, doctor, you will get 25 questions from the anatomy only. Okay. And you start reading a book of the anatomy. And again, I'm giving you the information that MRCOG people, they only ask about the relevant questions from obstetrics and gynecology. They will not ask questions from eye and ENT and nose and throat. They will focus on the questions of the pelvis and the perineum. So if you do not have this knowledge, what you will do, you will try to cover everything from the anatomy, and that will waste your time and that will make your preparation difficult. And if you are spending a lot of time at one subject and you are ignoring others, that's another thing. Let's move to the second thing. Firstly, I will answer this query. Which textbook to follow? Which one is gold standard? Unfortunately, Dr. Jaydeep, we don't have one single book covering everything. Not in the SBS, not in the theory. We don't have one source which covers everything. But the mentors, especially the mentors of the med exam, they have made efforts, like they are giving you a PDF which is covering all the important points, and a PDF which is covering all the important SPAs. So this is a personal effort. If you can't do this personal effort yourself, mentors are here to help you. There is no one single book which is giving you everything for passing the MRCOG. Okay. So, how much preparation is enough? For example, I am sitting here in front of you and I'm saying, hello, I'm Dr. Mehwish. I am working on the physiology from past 3 months. Okay. So in exam, I can solve every question related to physiology because I have spent a lot of time on that. So what will you advise me? You will say for the rest of the months, you cover other subjects, okay? This will be your honest and wise opinion for me. Apply this formula to yourself also. If during your MBBS time, if during your preparation of other exams, your national exam or XPS or any other exam, you are done with the preparation of some subjects, now you know how much time you have to spend on the ones you are not done with. So what you will do, you will decide this preparation time for you, how much preparation and how many months or days or weeks. So this is only you who can decide, but there is a time frame which is given by RCOG itself that 4 to 6 months of dedicated preparation is enough for passing this exam for the freshies. And if you are a graduate and you have got the specialty degree, you can prepare the exam in 3 to 2 months also. Another question which comes from the students, how many questions are repeated in exam? Can you give me an idea? Like, consider me a student like you, and I'm here and I will say, today I'm starting the preparation. Hello, Dr. Lishpa, Dr. Jaydeep. Hello, I'm starting the preparation. Please tell me how many questions will be repeated so I can use the sources, I can use the past papers, and I can make a guess that I can secure like 50% marks. So what do you think? How many questions are repeated in MRCOG exams? What your students have told, what your seniors have told you, and
40 to 50%?
40 to 50%. Okay. Yes, Dr. Doha, it will be available on the website. No, the YouTube, on the YouTube channel, it will be available. Dr. Alishba is a genius here. She's saying no one can give a definite figure about the previous questions. Okay. Dr. Mehak has got one information. She's saying 50%. Now, Dr. Mehak, tell me, who told you? Who told you this thing? 50%. Then why taking MRCOG is so difficult? Dr. Kalwanti is saying 30%. Doha is also in favor of 30%. Doha and Kalwanti, tell me, who told you? And why you kept this information hidden from me? Why didn't you tell me that there will be 30% revision of the question? Dr. Mehak is saying her friends told her that there will be repetition of 50% questions. Okay, now we can, seniors who passed the exam. Okay, this is a very interesting information I'm getting from the students. Now I'm giving you one thing, one scenario you can say. We have this 1000 questions workshop. Okay, 1000 questions workshop. We cover 200 questions in one day, and we conduct it for the whole 5 days. And right before exam, the week before exam, we conduct it. And right after attending this workshop, students enter into the exam. And I will share the reviews with you. They say that 60 to 70 questions were directly asked from the material of the workshop. Okay, I conduct the workshop. I have got a lot of knowledge from my seniors, Dr. Helmi, Dr. Desiree, Dr. Ramya. So everyone has the efforts in conducting this workshop. So what happens? Are we leaking the paper? Like 60 to 70 questions directly from the workshop. Do you believe this? How? How this is happening? What is your Dr. Zeni is also a genius person here. Okay, I will tell you why. Question format would be by chance. Okay. Let's finish this curiosity. For every exam, for every postgraduate exam, I have told you we have certain important topics. If you cover 1000 important topics right before exam, when you are attending the exam, you know, they have not that craze that they will fail the students. Okay. There's a good thing about RCOG that they don't want to fail their students. They want their students to pass the exam. So what they will do, half or more than half of the questions, they are from the topics which are very important. Like if there are 25 questions from the anatomy only, half of them or 15 questions will be from pelvis and perineum only. Okay. So if I have done the pelvis and the perineum and I'm attending the exam, so what I will do, if I keep on attending the exam every year, what I will see, they are asking 15 questions from that region only. So that is the cause of the repetition. Okay, this is not we are leaking the questions or they are repeating their questions only, or else you can rely on the past papers. This is because they are asking questions from the syllabus they have provided. So you have to work on the syllabus very well, and then it increases your chances to pass the exam. Am I making sense? Say yes or no. If you say no, I have more sensible things to talk about. Okay, 100%. Thank you so much. So guys, we unlocked a mystery that are they repeating the questions in the exam? And the second mystery was, am I the person who is leaking the exam in the workshop? No, there is no rocket science. There is no mystery behind these things. They are asking questions from the important things. They want you to pass the exam, so they will ask the questions from the given syllabus. Okay. Now there is another question. Can I appear in the exam with a full-time job and the kids? Yes, I did so, and everyone can do this. Because in the group, you will be provided with the schedule, which is very easy to follow. And the thing which makes you less prepared, and the thing which, you know, it has less chances of passing the exam is that following old and unimportant information. So if in the course we are giving you everything updated and we are giving you everything new, then there are less chances of failing the exam. So you can prepare the exam with a full-time job and the kids. It's very, very doable. Now, in the 2 months, how can I cover the whole syllabus? You don't have to do anything, doctors. You don't have to do anything. The course students, yes, Doha, it is difficult, but we doctors are made to do difficult things. Okay? We are here in the group to motivate each other. If you are suffering from something and you are not talking to me or the med exam team and you are not writing about your problems in the study room, you are not doing well because you have paid for attending this course. You have paid for becoming a part of the group in which you can discuss everything about your personal problems, about your problems you're facing with your kids, about the things you are facing at your job place and your study, everything you can discuss in your study room because you are attending the study room with like-minded people. They have similar problems. They can give you strategies and suggestions, and I can guide you about this. So use your study room in a way that it should be very productive for you, and you can find the solution of everything in your study room. Dr. Anamika, the passing percentage is around 68. Yeah. So doctors, how can I cover the whole syllabus? I have already given you a lot of tips, a lot of information, and I'm telling you, if you just follow the schedule, if you just attend the study room correctly, you can pass the exam easily. Dr. Sidra is saying, please guard, what do you expect from progressive course students to cover in pre-course? Okay, the pre-course recording, I will open them for you. They are based on the topics which are important, and there are questions from those topics in the exam. So ideally, you have to cover all the recordings. But if you feel it's difficult for you, then what you can do, you can only go through the PDFs of those recordings. That is easier. So we have some valuable recommendations for the students. You have to study daily from now on uh, towards the exam you're going, and you can't afford to miss a single day. You have to study daily and believe in yourself. You are not a category 3 student. You already have the knowledge from your MBBS time. You already have the knowledge from your patients. Now you have to just polish some of the areas. You have to work on your weak areas, and then you can attend the exam and you can pass it. Be an active student in the study groups. I remember the names of the students who are active, but those who are just sitting at the home and they are not taking part in the discussion, there are less chances that I'm aware of their problems, and there are less chances I can provide the guidance to them. So be an active student for the sake of more and more knowledge. Always discuss difficult topics in the groups. If you are dealing with some difficulty in the study, you think a topic is difficult for you, just post about it in the study room. We all will discuss it and we will find a good solution for rest of the problems of your life also. Do not read a lot of theory books, and at this time I would say do not read one single theory book. Only follow the PDFs, only follow the sessions, only follow the information which is given in the study room and on the website. This is the biggest mistake students are doing these days. Do not join a lot of social media groups. I'm telling you, we have doctors who are unaware of anything about MRCOG, but they want to earn money. And what they do, they make a social media group and they just start copy pasting questions into that. And there are a lot of wrong keys, there are a lot of wrong answers, and there is a lot of incorrect information. So I would tell you that is an alarming thing that we have a lot and a lot of social media groups for one course only, and you don't have to join all of them. Everything you are getting it at one place. Why would you, wander around, and why would you get wrong information from the other social media groups? Join one social media platform only and keep the things in your mind. This line is very important for you to read. This is very important for me to read. This is important for everyone who is going to achieve something in his life. Remember about your aim every day and work hard for it. And this is the most important thing, help yourself and help others. If you're a part of a group, okay, there are a lot of things in this world. You can take private tutoring also, but why you didn't go for that? Because you wanted to join a group. You wanted to join, I told you, similar students who are taking similar exam in the coming months. So you have a group and take the benefit of that group. So firstly, study one thing at your home, and if then try helping others with your knowledge. If you have made a summary of something which is difficult, share the summary with the other students also. Share the summary in your study room so that others can also get benefited by that thing. And that will be a good motivation for others as well. Dr. Nurhan is saying, so a summary for physiology, for example, the pre-course contain 3 lectures. We should study them and to complete the physiology from other sources, revision notes. We are going to discuss about it. Please don't complicate it. It's very simple. Please don't complicate it. I will tell you how to proceed further. Dr. Doha is saying, Dr. Helmi, right about each subject, which is yes. Dr. Doha, you are right. Actually, in all the subjects, all the mentors have guided about the important topics and unimportant topics, because we can't leave unimportant topics at all, because sometimes they ask questions from them, but there are higher chances that they will ask questions from the important topics only. So I'm now showing you the MedExam website. I guess this is visible on your screen now. Okay. You can see our CEO, Mr. Hassan Haider, is holding this trophy. That was the most beautiful day in the lives of the whole team of MedExam Expert, because this trophy is the presidential award in Pakistan for us being the most competent, for the most, successful online platform for the medical courses. So the day he got this trophy, the day was most beautiful day of my life, and I was very happy at it. So this is the progressive course section. You can see this is empty. Why this is empty? Because you have a syllabus, you have a course to follow, and you are provided the schedule. But I will show you here is the pre-course activities. These are the pre-course activities: physiology, clinical management, embryology, micro, patho, pharma, immuno, endocrinology, biostat, anatomy, and genetics. So we expect you to read all the important points from these topics in this week. If it is difficult, I'm here to help you in the study room, because today we are going to discuss this clinical management and embryology. And if you look at this thing, this is only basic CTG interpretation lecture. So it's a matter of like 3 to 4 questions only. And in the embryology, you can see development of urogenital part 1 and 2, and then is the placenta and the fetal membrane. So these are not a lot of topics we are going to cover in a day. And you're not supposed to get a lot of questions from these topics. Sometimes they ask questions from this urogenital part or the fetal membrane, and sometimes they don't, but you can't afford to miss this thing at all. Then we will cover the microbiome in one day, then pathology in one day, then pharma immuno. So this whole week, we will try to cover these pre-course activities. Then comes the bundles. So I'm showing you this session recordings. This is from a previous course, but why I'm showing you? Because it will show you what we will present to you in the coming week. This is the one. So for the physiology, you have this physiology PDF, and the recording. When we will start the physiology, endocrinology, and embryology bundle, you will be provided with these things. So what you will do at day one, and actually you will get the guidance from Dr. Helmi as well, and you will get the mini schedule for that. And this is just a suggestion that I'm giving to you, but you will follow the plan of the Dr. Helmi, and that will be also similar. What you will do, you will play the recording of the physiology at day one, then the endocrinology part 1 and 2, then the embryology. So you will be having a background knowledge, a very strong background knowledge about these all three subjects. And simultaneously, um, what we will be doing, we will be solving the questions in the study room as well. So daily, if you solve 30 to 40 or 50 questions in the study room, and then you are taking these sessions who are so summarized, who are summarized so well that they are having all the information in one lecture. So it will make you so much prepared for that thing, which is our target, that live session or the bundle session. So in the bundle one, you are having physiology, endocrinology, and embryology. And imagine yourself attending the session with having all the knowledge, all the background knowledge about the subject. So what I want you to do, all the progressive course students, just open that schedule which is being sent to you for the progressive course, and tell me what are the contents of the bundle one. What you will get in the bundle one. I have just told you, but uh, I want you to tell me also.
Physio, endo, and embryo.
Physio, endo, and embryo. And what is in the bundle two? Keep telling, keep telling. What about bundle two, doctors? Patho and immuno, very good. And then
Genetic,
but I'm
anatomy, biochemistry.
yes, anatomy, biochemistry, and genetics. I will be taking that session. So what I'm trying to tell you is that will the regular course students will be provided with mini revision schedule? Yes, Dr. Harim, progressive course, I guess you wanted to ask. Yes, they will be provided with a mini schedule. Because regular course students are already having the schedule, mini schedule for this month, and they are following that. So there's one thing in front of you. An example for you, MRCOG-1 progressive course, January 2023, the previous batch. The batch who just attended the exam and cleared. And we had like above 90% success rate in this January batch. So doctors, you can see here I was giving them like a plan that how to revise things. So what we used to do in this course, we used to, actually this is an old group, so I have to scroll down for giving you an idea that how we used to discuss the questions, and this will be similar. And you can see the students are telling us about their success, that they passed the exam with wonderful scores, like this doctor was getting 80%, and Dr. Kurach is a wonderful student, she passed with a wonderful score. And I'm sorry, I have to scroll it down a lot, but yes, here. So you can see the group, actually why I have to scroll down a lot, because the group was very, very active. The group was so much active, and you can see all the posts are from the students. And this is how your group should be. See, they are congratulating each other, and they are sharing their success with their friends and with the team of the med exam expert. So we are also giving them good luck wishes. So this is how the group was ended, and this group had all the information about the study, and they used to discuss things with us, and they used to tell us what they want to study more and more, the typical topics we used to discuss in the study room. So now, there are a lot of posts. Yeah, this is the study post. So there is a Dr. Aisha Nuzat. She has tagged me and she is asking for the answer of this question. Okay. Now, there are a lot of students who are taking part in this discussion. Also, there is another doctor. Do we need to memorize all the cancer staging? I didn't learn them, and I provided the guidance about the pathology, and Dr. Helmi also guided this student. Then there is another doctor who is thankful. Then there is another beautiful thing, the mnemonic by Dr. Desiree. And she is giving you this mnemonic for the summary of a topic on the endocrinology. This is also being shared in the group. And I'm sharing some questions like this is the one. And we have a lot of students taking part in this. And students have tagged Dr. Helmi also. So we are discussing, and the discussion is such helpful thing for you that you can't afford to miss these discussions. For the rest of the time, like say this question from the physiology, what's the typical volume increase from a non-pregnant to term uterus, and 21 students participated and they have given the answers, and then I provided them the key and then we discussed the key. So your study place, your study room is everything you need for the rest of the 2 months. Okay. What you have to do, just write this thing in the search bar. Hashtag physiology, hashtag endocrinology, hashtag clinical management, and all the questions will be in front of you. Again, doctors, this is very important to follow the instructions which are given in the study room in the featured post. And this was the visit of your website and the study room. Then there is another thing which I want to show. These are the flashcards. Right before exam, you can practice from these flashcards as well. You can see in all the topics we have provided you with the flashcards. And this is another thing which I wanted to show you. This is the topic test discussion. These are the topic tests. You can see on all the topics, you are given a test to practice and test your knowledge, and then you are provided with explanations. We have another website on which we have provided the explanations with the pictures as well. So I'm showing you everything because I want you to understand that how this course is going to work and how you are going to take help from the things we have provided you. This is the final mock exam, which will tell you you can take this mock exam a week before the exam, and this will tell you that if you are prepared well for the exam or not. And this is also a good source for preparation also. So Dr. Mehek regular course has everything you need, but you have to revise on your own. And in the progressive, this is based on the revision only. So we provide things in a form that you are revising everything in the progressive course in 2 months. But the regular course was like 7 to 8 months course, and we have given everything to the students. Fatma Hayat is asking, you will tell how to search exam like question in the end. Okay, I'm telling you. Dr. Irsa, regular course content showing completed. We can't open it, so where we will. Dr. Irsa, if you are a candidate of the progressive course, you are only able to see the pre-course activities at this time, because for this week, you are following that folder only. When you are provided with the embryology, physiology, and the endocrinology recording, then you will take the next bundle. Okay. So we will open the subjects. We will open the access subject-wise for the students. Yes, exam-like questions here. 2015, 16, 17, 18, it's available. These files are mistake-free in the whole world. You can't find such files because we have worked a lot on them. Let me open one for you. This is July 2018. And you can see there's the description from which subject this question is coming. Then you have 5 options to pick one. And there is an explanation, which is like covering the whole topic. Then we have this next question, and you can see in every question, there is an answer and then an updated explanation of that answer also. So when you are done with the file of 150 to 200 questions of the past papers, you are done with 200 important topics as well, which are being asked in the exam in the previous years. Same goes for the biostats and epidemiology. So these files are so much organized. These are so much important for students to read. And then if you find anything, you want to discuss anything, then you can post about that question in the study room as well. Dr. Sarah, you have to tell me which course you are attending so I can guide you accordingly. Okay, doctor, someone from iPhone. If you are not attending anything, pass MRCOGs, SBAs, which SBAs, doctor? Which books you are having? If you want to discuss this thing, can you please note down the number which is given in the text messages in your chat box? Please note down this number and we will provide you more and more information about the books. And the past paper file, I would say the ones available in the groups and the PDFs or the book available in the market, please do not follow that. This is full of mistakes and the questions and the answers are, they have a lot of mistakes. I don't want any student to follow that book or the files. And if you want the files we have given in the course, like you can take the past papers by contacting our team and only follow the reliable information and the authentic information. Dr. Saira is asking, what is the difference between progressive and the regular course? Firstly, doctor, the timings. We run the regular course for 7 to 8 months and the progressive course for the revision only for the 2 months. Okay, the timings and the structure. The regular course is based on the discussion on each subject for like 1 to 2 weeks, and then we take a topic test and we announce the top scorers also, and the study room also we run for whole 8 months. Then we have a revision month also. But for the progressive course, we are in a hurry to cover everything and we try focusing on the SBAs, important SBAs only, and we cover all the subjects in the form of the bundles. So the progressive course is great course for the revision, and the regular course is for the ones who start their preparation like 6 to 7 months back. Okay. Exam-like questions are given to all the students of our both courses. Dr. Nurhan is saying at the moment all this is not available on our website. No. This is available on your website. Please check. You are given the pre-course activities. You are not given the session recording because I'm showing you why, because from the next week we are going to work on them. So that is why I'm showing you the structure of the course. The important exam-like questions, 4 files, 4 years are available to all the students, and flashcards are available to all the students. Is past MRCOG and past papers books good for preparation? Yes, these are good sources, but which past papers are you talking about? If the ones which are available in the market, beware because they have a lot of wrong information and incorrect keys. Sarah is saying when we will be provided past papers. You have the access to past papers already. If you don't have the access, please talk to the team, they will give you. Gayatri is saying the session recording are same for both. Actually, Dr. Gayatri, for the progressive course, there will be more live sessions, but we are providing the recordings of the previous regular course to the students. Why? because we want them to prepare the subject on their own as well. And then we will take the live session. So it's like, the retrospective and prospective study of the biostatistics. So we want you to do something retrospectively. You will attend the session, you will make the basis, you will make the background of the knowledge in your brain, and then you will attend the live session, which is only based on the SBS. If we don't give you the recordings of the sessions, which are given in this form, that we have covered all the important topics in the form of theory, like you're reading a theory book. If we don't give you the recordings, you and you are attending the progressive course live session without any background knowledge, that will be very difficult for you to retain the information. So the plan is promising because we have structured in this way that you make a background knowledge and then you come up in the live session with the mentor. Okay, Dr. Sarah. Okay, thank you, Dr. Gayatri. Dr. Sarah, you can talk to team. They will open the access for you. So, doctors, you have seen beautifully presented this past paper. We have worked on them, and you can see the name of the subject, then the question, then the options, then the answers, and then the explanations. And a lot of work is done to provide mistake-free files to the students, which you can't find anywhere. So you can blindly rely on these files because this is all the updated information we have given in this bundle, and the progressive course and the regular course. Both students have access to these files. Okay, anything else, students, you want to discuss? Please tell me. If you want to discuss the structure of the course, if you want to discuss any question regarding the exam, you can tell me so we can talk about it. Here are some very important features of the study room. We have given you the 24-hour support by a very, very quick and prompt admin team who is like giving support to the students in all the problems. If your website is down, if you can't open anything, if you have to log in and you have forgot your password, like any minor or major thing, admin team is there with you. I wonder when they sleep, because they work so hard and they work 24 hours. Then we also have the 24-hour support by moderators and mentors. You will see Dr. Desiree, she's like up for, she was up today, she was up at 3 a.m. at night, and I was also working on a file of the past papers, and Dr. Desiree was also working on something, and I was thinking that med-exam people, they don't sleep. They're always up and they're always helping the students. The intensive discussion hour daily at 9 p.m. Pakistan time. It will be in the study room. All important exam related updates will be given in the study room. All important announcements like today's webinar link was shared in the study room, and this is how we will share all the links in the featured posts. Discussion on all important topics and the question and access till your exam. And what is present on the website? Pre-recorded lectures, pre-recorded live lectures, PDF files of the recorded lectures, our exam topic test, past papers files, flashcards, mock exam assessment of your progress, and access to your exam. So now we will summarize everything which we have discussed. Yes, Sarah, this was the topic of the discussion today. How will you cover whole course in 2 months? Glad you asked this question in the end of the webinar. Please do not say that still you don't have the answer of this question. It's fine. It's fine. You can ask anything. If you have joined late, that's not a problem. So firstly, I will tell you follow these steps. Get the schedule first. This is available in your study room. Then mark your weak areas. I've told you how to mark your weak areas. And this you can discuss it in the study room, and you can discuss it with the team. You can discuss it with me. Then you will play the recordings from the website. If it's the pre-course, you will play the pre-course recording. And if it is the live sessions, recordings of the live sessions of the subjects, then you will play those. And then we will solve questions daily in the group. Then the step 4 comes, and this is the live session of the progressive course. You have 5 important live sessions in your progressive course. And what is the step 5? You will solve the topics test on all the subjects. So tell me how you feel about this plan. Is this working? Do you feel in just 2 months you can cover all the subjects with the help of the med exam expert team? Do you think this way? Yes, 9 p.m. Pakistan time, we will discuss questions in the study room. Inshallah. Oh, this is a good response. Yes, Dr. Gayatri, this is a very promising plan because I have seen students getting real good scores. Like previously, we used to think that 75% is a good score or 80% is a good score, but this time our topper got 91%, and we were so amazed. I was asking Dr. Mariam, how you got 91%, and did you make any mistake in the exam? How they reduced this 9%, and it was a wonderful percentage. Students were getting 91, 92, and this time I was like, uh, I happened to know about the highest percentage, it was 93. So I'm just saying that following the course wholeheartedly is so important. You can get the highest percentage by just following the course content. So you don't have to worry about anything. The course is complete, it's enough, it's giving you a lot of guidance. You just have to be present, be active in the study room, and follow the instructions of the mentors. The mentors are highly qualified. They are giving you everything you need in the form of sessions, in the form of PDF, in the form of questions on the website. And this is all you need for passing the exam in just 2 months. So this is the answer of your question, which you were asking. You can take the picture of these steps which you have to follow. And I'm sure everyone can clear the exam. One recording daily. Mm, one recording daily. Actually, Dr. Mariam, we will follow the mini schedule, which our mentors will provide us. So we can't say one recording daily. There will be days when you will be only attending half the session. So you will follow the mini schedule only, okay? I'm very glad that students are feeling relieved and they are happy after this discussion. Okay, Sarah, we will discuss today clinical management and the next topic in the pre-course activities. Today, I will share questions about those 2 topics only. Yes, Dr. Miriam, you will clear the exam. It will be your hard work only, but we are here to help also. And Amika is saying, does the pass score remain same? Yes, they change the pass score every year. How they change the pass score, I don't know. They do not provide any information regarding the passing percentages, how they change them, and how they marked one question. So we are not thinking about it. I've told you the students who prepare really well, they get good scores. Course charges, okay, Fatma is guiding you. Fatma is our team member and she will guide you in everything. Alishba, please send a text message to the team that you have no access for exam like questions or the past papers, and they will open it for you. Thank you, Dr. Afsha. Love you too. Dr. Mariam, you are given the pre-course recordings only, and for that you don't need any mini schedule, but for the bundle 1, the mini schedule will be with you for the next week. Thank you, Alishba. Dr. Mehek is saying, I feel too much satisfied and got my answer. What to do next? Thank you, thank you. I'm sure this was the purpose of this webinar, and we have made the purpose clearly. Thank you so much, everyone, for giving good comments about the webinar. I'm sure. Yes, you can have the recordings. Thank you, Dr. Aksa. No, doctor, till your live session, you are not taking you are not having the pre-course recordings only till your live session. Just 1 minute, please. Okay. Can you give me just 1 minute so I can open the schedule for you? Give me just 1 minute. Okay, I've got the schedule for you. Actually, it was not showing up in my PPT, so I have to copy it to another file, and I will open this file for you now. It's taking a few more seconds. Thank you for your patience. And now, yeah. So you can see, this is the schedule. I had to copy this to another file because it was not showing up in the previous screen. So you can see from 1 to 7, the pre-course recordings. And I will keep telling you about the important ones, and I will be sharing the important questions for you. But for this time period, what you can do, you can make up your mind. You can play the recordings, and you can make your mind about a serious study plan, which is coming further. So this is the bundle 1, physiology, endocrinology, and embryology. And you can see from 8 to 16 for the whole week, you will be following this the study plan, and you will be covering these 3 subjects. This is the study time. You will have access to the recordings of these subjects, and then there will be discussion in the study room. And for these days, you will be provided with a mini schedule also. Then you will take your live session with Dr. Helmi, and then you will solve the topic test on the day on the date 16. Then comes the bundle 2. Again, with Dr. Helmi, you will be having the session with the session pathology and the immunology. Yes, it's not a clear picture because it's a screenshot of the file, which is actually with all the students. So I'm just showing them because I want you to get an idea that how these bundles will work. So you will be having a study time in all the bundles, in which you will be having a mini schedule from the mentor, and you will follow that. So this time when you are following the pre-course recordings only, there is no particular schedule, but you will be attending the study room, and you will be making a habit of studying for this week, and then you will be showing up in the actual study plan. So when you are playing the recordings only from the pre-course, that means you are making up your minds for the coming bundles, okay? Yes, this is the time for pre-course recordings only. And you can post your questions in the study room as well. Thank you so much, Dr. Doha. This comment is super nice. This is how the things work when you have joined a group, when you have a teacher who wants you to pass the exam, the teacher will definitely keep on motivating you. And inshallah, all of my students will get very good scores. Dr. Sarah, I guess you are not getting what I'm saying. Pre-course recording is a different folder, and the bundles of subjects is different thing. Endocrinology, physiology, and embryology. The bundle one of these three subjects I have shown you. This is the bundle one. It is different than the pre-course. Okay. Anything else, student, you want to discuss? Please let me know. This is the pre-course activities bundle I've shown you, and it has a lot of recordings from all the subjects, which you will play on your own. The suggested schedule will be shared in the study room each day. Which file, Dr. Doha? Which file are you talking about? Yes, Dr. Rabia, the study group is your second home, and you have to be very active in the study room. Yes, alert. I keep the students alert, but this is your job also to keep yourself active. Dr. Nurhan, I'm telling you that you will have access to the bundles at right time. And what is the right time? Tell me what is the right time for bundle one? Can you tell me by looking at the schedule? When you will get access to the bundle one? 8 May, good. I guess it's working for all the students now. You have got the schedule, you have got the structure, you have got the study tips. So, Dr. Sarah, you don't have to follow any other group. If you are the part of the study room, you don't have to follow any other group, not even our guide groups. You are a good listener, good. Actually, I was repeating this thing for like 20 to 30 times, so I won't title you as a good listener because in the end, you ask the same question again, but I don't mind keep on asking. And this is a good thing to interact. You don't have to check the Telegram or WhatsApp groups then. Okay, students, I guess the queries and the questions, we have no more queries, we have no more questions. All the students are happy. Okay, all the students are happy. They have got the information, they have got the structure and the syllabus and the schedule and everything which is required for these 2 months to cover the whole syllabus. The students who are the part of the courses, and they don't have to worry about anything, but the students who are not the part of the course and they want help from the med exam team, you just check the number. The Fatma is sharing the number of the med exam team. We will guide you about the discounts. We will guide you about the installment offers. And still, if you don't want to join any course, we have guide groups in which we provide free guidance to all the students. And that's because we want to pass all the students MRCOG-1 exam in one go. So keep connecting with the doctors who are trying to give you good information. Thank you, Dr. Dominic. So if there is no more discussion, can we terminate the session? What do you think? Yes, we have given you the link of the free guidance groups as well. Thank you, Dr. Mariam. I wanted to make the session helpful for the students because in the start of the course, if you are provided with all the information, that's good. We have a wonderful team member, Asma. She has made a video for the students. The video is based on the guidance. It's actually the summary of everything we have discussed in the webinar. And she has explained it and summarized the information of the course and how to use the course so well. And she will be sending this video in the group and on your WhatsApp numbers as well. So if you have any query further, you can ask to the team as well, and you can use the study room for posting any kind of questions. So thank you so much, all the participants who attended the session. And when you are asking something, you are making things clear for other students as well. So these interactive webinars are helpful for everyone who have attended, either he interacts with the mentor or not. The webinar is equally helpful for all the candidates. We had like 70 to 80 candidates in the start, and now it's time to say bye-bye to all of you. I'm sure you people are very good in the study, and I'm sure you people will be getting very good score in the exam. Good luck, students. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the good wishes. Bye-bye.